We're gonna get into some obscurity here. Here is a film, a Hammer horror film, called To the Devil a Daughter. And it stars Christopher Lee, the guy who played Dracula in all of these Hammer horror films, and who kind of recently played, Gandalf's enemy. This film, I can't get this film out of my head since I first saw it. I mean, overall, it's a really well-made film. It's well-directed. I don't know if this director did many other films, but he sure knew what he was doing here. But what I'm here to talk about is the last scene of this movie, because it's just so crazy, the idea and what it all led up to. I mean, look for yourself. This is crazy. The whole film is about this author here who takes up a gig to protect this girl from Satanists, because, the dad is in with the wrong Satanists. I didn't know there could be good or bad Satanists, but he's in with the wrong ones. And the whole time Christopher Lee is using these mind-controlling techniques to lure her back to him, which he eventually does, which leads us to the very last scene. When we cross this line, it goes crazy. And this just kind of blew my mind, the effect that they used. I mean, I've never seen anything so exciting, so otherworldly. And all they did was just use an X-ray effect, but with color, and look at this. This is crazy, and it only happens, it's so brief. The whole movie leads up to this moment, and you know the moment when it happens, when these colors pop up on screen and everything is going crazy and the wind's blowing. I just can't get over the visuals here. Never mind any 3D graphics or special effects, just use a negative film stock and you get crazy results like this. Pretty trippy movie, pretty trippy scene. It all pays off at the end. This movie is just fantastic. It's amazing how everything just turns yellow and bright pink and red, and these colors, I've never seen these colors before. The bright pink ground with the blue buildings, it's the contrast is crazy. It's like extremely bad HDR, but utilized in such a trippy way. For being a movie that, not many people might know about or have watched, maybe you do know about it. I mean, Hammer films are pretty popular. Maybe you do know this movie exists, especially since it was their last one, which is too bad. If they were making movies like this all the time, I would have liked to see this effect. I would like to see this effect in any movie nowadays or anything, because this is not even Enter the Void did anything like this. The crazy scene. It's the best scene in this movie by far, for sure. It would be the best scene in most movies if this scene were in those movies. Look, you don't have to go to the blockbusters to see crazy exciting things. There's so much obscure film to find out there. There are so many techniques that haven't been used since these movies that sometimes date back 30, 40 years. Thus meaning you won't get that anywhere else. Simply coloring the screen just doesn't work anymore. But it works for me. I'd watch this over Drive's elevator scene any day.